Welcome to New Possibilities. I speak truth to power without fear. So I was in the office and I heard one of my colleagues say that this guy, Steve Stevens, committed suicide. And when I heard that, I was like, wow, I got to find out about this. I got to go online and see what the news is saying about this, so I can get the full story. So, according to The Root, this man was spotted by Pennsylvania State Police. They apparently tried to pursue him, and he decided to take his own life. Now, it's unfortunate that things unfolded like this, but it's not surprising. I assumed like when they didn't find him right away that he possibly had taken his own life. So I wasn't completely surprised to hear this, but it's disappointing, not because I care anything about his life. As I said before in a prior video, I think that he deserves to die, for what he did. My only concern is that, this man isn't brought before court. He's not held accountable for his actions. He's not forced to look at the family of the victim. A 74-year-old African-American man who was minding his own business, gunned down for no reason at all. So now this killer, he doesn't have to face the family. He doesn't have to face any kind of accountability. So that's my only disappointment. And then I want to know about the other people that he alleges to have killed. Did he really kill those people? Or was that just him talking and feeding his own ego to make it seem like he's even worse than he already is? I don't know, but we won't have the answers to those questions because this man is dead. We don't really have a full understanding as to why this man really went on this rampage. Now, he had some reasons that he articulated in the videos that he posted on Facebook Live. He said that he was going through some financial problems. He lost everything due to gambling. He had some relationship problems. He had problems with his girlfriend and all this and that. And he actually blames her for everything. And this guy actually went on to blame his mother. He said his mother didn't really take his concerns seriously, and that he was always a monster, and that, that his friends didn't take him seriously. This man was blaming everything under the sun for his problems. And it's just a shame. I mean, it's like we don't get to find out the full reason why he did what he did, because the story doesn't make much sense at all. I mean, this guy is just a straight up loser all around. I mean, and he has the character traits of a loser. He blames other people for his problems. He doesn't take any accountability or any responsibility for his own actions. He's just a straight up loser. And according to some reports, they were saying that this guy, as a kid, he used to torture animals and all kinds of stuff. So it's like so many unanswered questions. That's the only thing that's very disappointing about this man taking his own life. There's no accountability, and it's just a reflection of his cowardice. This man is an all-out coward. I mean, he's going to kill some innocent elderly man who was minding his own business. This man, instead of facing justice, instead of facing the law, this man takes his own life like a chump, like a true coward. Killing an old man, I mean, what could be more cowardly than that? And then this guy is just a straight up super simp. And that's not a word that I use often, but that word applies here. I mean, here you have a man that basically and literally threw his life away over a woman. It's not like he was fighting to protect this woman or to defend this woman. Instead, he was blaming this woman for his problems, saying that he's going to kill random people over some relationship issues. Basically, throw away his job, throw away his life, and literally take his life over some woman. I mean, anytime you get to the point where you're willing to throw your life out the window over some relationship, that's when you know you are lost. You are not a man. You're a chump. you're a punk, and you're just a straight up coward. And frankly, I'm glad that he's dead. But again, you know, there's serious questions that will remain unanswered because this man decided to take his own life. So those are my thoughts about this. And I know a lot of these conspiracy people, this is going to feed their frenzy, you know, people inventing all these ridiculous conspiracy theories. I mean, since this guy is not captured, you know, since he took his own life, this is just going to feed into that. And, you know, it's just no real closure, man. I mean, that's the thing that's so messed up about it. I mean, the victims' families, they don't get to face this man. They don't get to face him and confront him for what he did to them. You know, so it's like really messed up. It's really disappointing. And, yeah, and then you had this family that forgave this man, you know, after he took their loved one. And I don't get that. My mind will never be able to wrap itself around the idea of somebody just forgiving someone who hasn't even been brought to justice yet. I mean, just forgiving them for the sake of forgiveness or for some kind of idea of what you conceive as being righteous. I just don't get that. I don't understand it. I never will understand that kind of mentality. But I'm just glad that this man is no longer a threat to the public. You know, we don't have to worry about some random guy walking up to us and taking our lives. Because there were reports of this guy being in Pennsylvania. He was found in Pennsylvania, you know, which is not too far from Maryland. And then there were reports of him being in this area. Reports of him being in Michigan. So I'm glad that he didn't take any more lives as far as we know. As far as we know, he didn't take any more lives. So, I mean, that's a good thing. No, we can rest peacefully right now. We don't have to worry about him trying to take anybody else's life. So that's the good thing. So tell me what y'all think. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. Peace.